Welcome back to the live here from the MPA Convention in Pawn Expo. With me, I have Roger from Mister Empeno, who has some stores in Mexico.
Right.
So I'm super excited to have you on because I know there's pawn shops all over the world. We have 39 countries who listen to the podcast. My wife is Mexican from Mexico City, so we travel in Mexico a lot. And every time I go down there, I always look for pawn shops and I walk in. So it's great to have you on the show. Thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for giving me the opportunity. And of course, coming to the MPA convention has been a big part of my life for the last 18 or 19 years of my 20 years in business.
So yeah, they were telling me over here that you're kind of a big deal. You've been around for a long time. You were a board member at some point.
Yeah.
You organized a lot of these events at some point. Tell us kind of about how you got into pawn, a quick summary.
Well, it was a very strange arrangement. When I moved to Mexico about almost 30 years ago, there was no money available. And I was a manufacturing guy and was looking for a way to be able to lend money to people. Mm-hmm. And some pawnbrokers here in the States introduced me to this is the world of pawn. And well, 20 years later, I'm still out there trying to take care of people and make the business work. And it's a lot of fun.
And you have a store in Guanajuato, which is a city of mummies.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there.
We have several stores are in the state of Guanajuato, and Celaya and Salvatierra and Comonfort, for example. It's a great commercial market and a growing region because of the automobile industry, basically.
Right. Very nice. So what's kind of just so that the viewers know, what's the major difference when it comes to a pawn shop in the States and a pawn shop in Mexico?
There's not a lot of differences. There's probably a larger unbanked community, for sure, a larger unbanked community in Mexico that has a need for money quickly.
Okay.
And most of the time, it's really Mexico. We're really an entrepreneurial country, basically. And so these entrepreneurs open a taco stand, or a hamburger stand, or become an Uber driver, they need money.
Yeah.
And we're there to provide it for them. So I'm not sure that it's a lot different, except in that area, maybe that's where we're different.
How many locations?
We have 26 locations.
26 locations. What's been the toughest part about growing the business?
The last 5 or 6 years, the toughest for growing a business is the government.
Okay.
It used to be kind of what we might call a Wild West here in the United States, kind of a market. And the U.S. kind of put a lot of kind of forced or highly recommended a lot of changes. And so now I probably have more controls based on the government.
Got it.
That's probably the biggest issue. Otherwise, it's just business.
Yeah.
Not a lot of differences, I think, from what I know about the business here in the United States.
Awesome. And the majority of the stuff that you guys are taking are jewelry?
We take almost no jewelry.
Okay.
We take everything. You can come buy a bed from me. You can get a hair dryer. You can get an electric razor. You can buy a D8 cat.
Everything.
You can buy a Silverado pickup or a Cadillac. Yeah, we take everything.
Wow. So are they locations?
If it's got commercial value, we take it.
So are they big footprint locations?
Yes. Well, we have everything from maybe 500 square feet total space to 10 or 15,000 square feet total space with warehouse.
Incredible. Amazing. So we've got Raul Loza watching, Anastasia watching, Joe Pona. If you guys have any questions, we can ask Roger here from Mister Empeno. I love the name, by the way. For those of you who don't know what Empeno is, hopefully you know, that means pawn, right?
We also have it in Southeast in the state of Veracruz, in the capital of Jalapa. We go by the name of Don Dinero.
Love that. That's such a great name.
Those are our two names that are registered with the authorities, and so it is a registered trademark name.
Amazing. Love that. So what is a pawn shop? Because I have a lot of people, 39 countries watching, a lot of people following. What is a pawnbroker from Mexico City doing in Vegas at the MPA convention?
Well, first of all, one of the important things for all pawnbrokers from any country is that you get to meet other pawnbrokers and you can share your good experiences and your bad, and get to be on opportunities like this. But the other thing is that you get a chance to find out about either new technology new suppliers, new ways of doing business. And of course, the seminars that the NPA provides here at the Expo are just absolutely extraordinary. And so no matter where you might be from, like I have friends in Bulgaria and they don't come, but they should, because they'd learn something here for their several pawn shops in Sofia, as an example, just like from my friends in Mexico. Sometimes it's more difficult because this is pretty much typical American English-speaking pawn show.
Aquí no hay nadie que habla español, entonces es muy difícil.
Muy difícil para ustedes que no hablan español. Or no sprechen die Deutsch.
So for those of you who don't know, I speak fluent Spanish. Hablamos español. Entonces, we're going to switch this over. So, are you originally from Mexico?
No, I'm originally from Kansas, but I left with Toto and Dorothy and Toto, and now I'm in Mexico, and I love it.
That's incredible. So you went down to Mexico, learned Spanish, opened the business. I love that. I think you can pawn around the world as long as it's in your blood and you want to serve people, right? I had somebody here before who said it's about serving the community, serving them and helping them with what they need, and that's what creates success. Do you agree with that?
I absolutely agree with it. And one of the things that when we were basically pioneers in the pawn industry in Mexico, and we changed it a lot, like with Dana and lots of other of my pawn colleagues here in the United States, for people to be able to realize their dreams. Same with my employees. I call them my workmates, my colleagues. That's who I work for, is my employees and the customers. And we try to take care of people, and we try to do it in a very transparent and equitable sort of a manner. So for me, that's why I love the business. It's not work. It's just a fun passion.
Incredible. And look at the smile, 26 stores. A lot of people complain with 3 or 4. You're still enjoying it. And
I got to do something.
Right, exactly. Right. So, Roger, thank you so much for being on the show.
No, thank you.
I really appreciate it. Let me see if there's anybody. Anastasia says, we have a flag outside that reads Casa de Empeño. Love the name. Great. Perfect. Sean's on. Awesome. So stay tuned for more live. This is going to close out in a couple of hours. So if not today, we'll be doing some more tomorrow. Roger, once again, I look forward to hopefully visiting you down in Mexico because I love
Bienvenido todos.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.